Welcome to Empowerment Minutes, your podcast for everything learning, leadership, coaching, and personal growth. I am your host, Dr. Maurine Kwende. I help leaders and organizations put their dreams to flight. An executive leadership coach, speaker, facilitator, author, educator, learning leader, CEO and founder of EMK Learning Solutions. And I'll be excited to support you too. So today is the last Tuesday of the month of July. And so this month, our focus or the theme of the month was on accelerating the second half of the year. So today, we're going to wrap up this theme, and then we're going to be talking about sustaining the sprint, building a lifetime of bold action. We started off with your dreams, and then we went ahead with talking about visions and creating those sustainable habits, and also overcoming those sabotaging habits. So, and today we're going to be looking at taking action, right, and not just having to make that sprint, but sustaining the sprint such that you're able to build a lifetime of bold action. So once again, welcome back. Let's just pause for a moment and just ask yourself a couple of questions. You've taken the sprint so far. You made it through, and now you're moving forward in the second half of the year. What happens after the sprint? What do you do when the energy dips, when the finish line feels unclear, or the excitement of a new goal wears off? What do you do after you've accomplished the win? What do you do about the what next? So in today's episode, we're going to be answering these questions, and also closing out this series with a powerful shift in focus, where you want to be able to learn some strategies to sustain the sprint. So now let's get into the first segment, the myth of the finish line. Because most people actually believe that, this is it when you get to the finish line. And we're also going to talk about why success isn't accidental. Many leaders approach goals like a one-time sprint, like, I'm just going to work on this, and once we're done, that's it. Right. But how do you build systems, the mindset and rhythms that carry your success beyond the second half into a bold, purpose-driven future? That's what we're going to be looking at. So our first segment is going to be talking about the myth of the finish line. So with leaders, once they've accomplished that milestone, then, okay, that's it. And then for some, when they've not even accomplished a milestone, that's it. There's often a stall, right? Or maybe you want to call it a fall shot. But the truth is, there is no final finish line. True leadership, growth, and legacy building are a lifetime of intentional sprints, not just the one sprint, not just two, but ongoing. It's the success, therefore, it's never accidental. It's intentional. It's not just about achieving one big goal. It's about becoming the kind of leader who continues to evolve, taking bold steps and leading with clarity again and again. And mind you, once a leader models this, people would follow them and be able to replicate or even become better than the leader, as we want. Like most leaders, that's what we want. We want to, make sure that we're setting the stage for those who are coming behind us to succeed, even go further. So for this to happen, you have to build systems daily. You have to build those habits and mental models that would allow you to thrive long after the inspiration fades. And so by doing this, you're separating temporary achievers from sustainable leaders. That tells me, if that's the approach you're taking, that you are a sustainable leader. Like every human, we can slump every now and then. So the second segment is going to be talking about avoiding that second half slump, those strategies to stay in motion. And so after the initial push, let's talk about this. After the spark of new goals, many leaders face what I call the second half slump. In the second half slump, what happens is the energy fades, excitement drops, and without the right structure, so does progress. So there's no progress, it stalls. So here's some ways that you can stay in motion and sustain your leadership momentum. Number one, always be in a mood of reevaluating, not abandoning. So instead of giving up, adapt. You want to be an agile leader. Your vision can stay the same, but your methods may never remain the same. They might be need refinement. So what are some things that you want to reevaluate and say, hey, does it still fit or does it not fit? What do I need to do to realign? The second thing you want to do to set things in motion is to celebrate small wins. Waiting for big breakthroughs can steal your motivation. Instead, create micro milestones. Celebrate finishing a tough week, sticking to your routine, or navigating a hard conversation. Rest with intention. Burnout is the enemy of both leadership. You want to be able to schedule non-negotiable rest, hobbies, creating times for things you love to do. You want to be able to spend some time to recover. The third thing you want to think about is that of accountability. You can't go at it alone. You don't want to be in isolation. What can you do to share your commitments with someone? When challenges arise, don't ask, why me? And actually ask yourself, what is this teaching me? So here's some things that you can do to build a lifetime of bold action. Embrace continuous learning because learning never stops. Learn to evolve your vision. So here's my challenge to you for today. Choose one strategy for today's episode to help you avoid the second half slump. Reflect on how you can take the core themes for this month and carry them into the rest of the year and beyond. Journal it, voice note it, or better yet, share it with someone in your network. That's something that, to me, is a non-negotiable. I have to work with accountability partners so they can hold me accountable. Because by so doing, I'm making my journey visible and making myself accountable. So just remember, success is not defined by how fast you sprint once. It's defined by how you consistently show up, grow, and lead over time. Thank you for joining me on this Empowerment Minutes podcast and for being part of this journey. And I want to encourage you to set your dreams in motion. Accelerate your second half with bold action.